Well, they took a perfectly good movie and gave it a sequel.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Stop making sequels. Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing another movie review. This one is of Joker 2 from 2024. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for today, this one's going to be doing another movie review, guys. This one is for Joker 2 from 2024. So, highly requested from you guys, we go ahead and cover this movie. Finally got a chance to check this one out, and I definitely want to give my opinions and my overall thoughts. Now, we'll start off with a non-spoiler review for the first few minutes, and then we're going to delve into some spoilers and go into the plots and everything involved in this movie. So, starting things off with my opinions on this movie, I am with the majority on this one. I'm very much not impressed with the movie, like a lot of people are not. I don't think this movie is irredeemably bad. I don't think this movie is, oh my god, like it's like nothing good about it, but it's mostly, I'll say there's nothing good about it. There's very little things I like about this movie. But here's what I'd say, and I'll start off with this statement. Why did we need a sequel? Why did we need a sequel? Why did we need to take something that was, in my opinion, a masterfully done, incredibly done film with the first one, which was, in my opinion, one of the greatest villain backstories, greatest villain, just stories overall that was ever told in cinema, and you had to expand on it in a sequel that absolutely screwed everything up. You know what I'm saying? In terms of this movie, if you're wondering what it's like and you're not wanting to hear spoilers and you're wanting to kind of get some brief opinions, I'll leave you with this. It's not good. It messes up the first movie. It is insanely frustrating, insanely annoying, and makes it feel like the first one didn't matter. That's my non-spoiler review for this movie. Now, to get into the spoilers about this film, what in the actual hell did they do to Arthur? I mean, seriously, what in the actual hell did they do? This movie, okay, literally is such an easy concept. It stars Joaquin Phoenix as Joker, phenomenal actor, Lady Gaga, who I think is a great actress when given a great script. And I don't know how the hell they managed to screw up a movie about the Joker and Harley Quinn. I don't know how they managed to do it. First of all, I will go ahead and say this, and this is my only major positive of this movie. Get ready, because the rest is negative shit. The one positive I will give this movie is that I do think that Joaquin Phoenix as Joker and Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, their acting is enough to make this somewhat watchable. Because the script is god-awful. It's fucking trash. But I will say this. This movie, when it comes to the acting and everything involved, they carried the movie. I mean, they carried the movie. I think Lady Gaga gets a lot of hate that is unnecessary. I don't think that Lady Gaga is that bad of an actress. I actually think that if you give her a good enough script, she's actually a pretty good actress. And she sings too, so she's multi-talented. I don't think Lady Gaga's the problem. I've heard people say that, like, Lady Gaga is the reason why this movie sucks. I'm like, no, trust me, that is not why. Her acting, what they gave her, which wasn't very much, might I add, that's another thing I'll say. She was barely involved in this movie in comparison to what I thought she was going to be involved in. But when she was on screen, she was fine. Joaquin Phoenix steals the show all the time, and I will still say that there are traits of that Joker that we knew and loved from the first movie. You know what I'm saying? He brought that performance back, and he still did a great job with what he was given. Now, here's the problem with this movie, and now let's get into some plot stuff. This movie centers around him in a frickin', mental institution and stuff, and I mean, we literally barely leave this place the entire movie, which was already a red flag for me. But here's the thing, right? He meets Harley Quinn kind of, throughout. They're both kind of insane, and they both kind of, fall for each other and stuff like that. Just as the trailers, described it. It wasn't anything, surprising, but she's barely even involved in this story. I mean, she's barely involved. She's around a little bit. You get, some stuff here and there. Now, the biggest thing we see between them, which obviously was in the advertising all throughout, was the singing and the musical element of this movie, which you guys know, if you guys have seen my reviews over the last, many, many years that I've been covering stuff on the channel, I always tell you that I do not like musicals. Musicals are fucking annoying. I don't like them. There is very few instances where I like them. The Boys did one a few seasons ago. In that show, I thought it was pretty good. And there are instances where musicals do work. But for the most part, musicals do not match the tone of usually what people are representing on an actual TV show. It just doesn't work. And for this, it didn't work for me at all. And it's not that the songs were bad. The songs were honestly that bad. It's just, it was way too often. It felt way too just over the top. It felt very fake to me. And, well, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this movie, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to expect to hear my thoughts. Harley Quinn, in the later half of this movie, screws over Joker, basically, screws him over in court, and he ends up going to jail, right? Now, in this, we basically get one of the worst twists I think I've ever seen in a history of a movie, and honestly, when I was watching this, everybody was leaving. I'm not kidding you. People were leaving when this shit happened. I can't even believe that I got to see a movie that literally was so brilliant a few years ago that therefore gives me a sequel where you find out that Arthur is not even Joker. I'm not kidding you. Arthur is not really Joker, and that's the brilliant twist that they go with at the end of this movie. Arthur is not even the real Joker. The Joker that you watched in the first movie is not even the real fucking Joker. That is a fake Joker. That is a fraud. The real Joker, which, based off what I've heard from people online, this is what this scene is supposed to be like. Apparently, the real Joker, which is supposed to be the Dark Knight Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker, stabs and kills him, and he's the real Joker. It actually hurts my brain that they went that route. I mean, like, I don't even understand what the fuck is going on. Like, why the fuck were we following Joker throughout this entire time? Why were we following this fake Joker for these two movies if that's not even what it is? And I can tell they think that it's like Shakespearean. They think it's like some brilliant twist. It's fucking dog shit. It's absolute dog shit. I don't know what the fuck they did, but they, once again, I can't stress this enough. Modern day, entertainment, they always be taking these movies, these shows, these games, and they give them these great stories. And then down the line, they give this fucking sequel that just sucks ass. I'm talking about The Last of Us. I'm talking about, this movie now, for example. There are so many sequels out there that just suck. Like, they follow up a great story and they suck. You know what I'm saying? This movie is another example of doing a sequel that sucks. You literally took a movie where I thought I was watching the origins of Joker. It's called The Joker, for fuck's sakes. And here I was thinking, at least, I don't know about y'all, but I was like, okay, well, he's probably going to be set up in this and maybe even the second movie with Harley to go into maybe the next Batman movie. And maybe this version of Joker faces off against the Batman. You know what I'm saying? And you get this crazy thing. You've got the Penguin, which is going on right now. That could be set up for something, which I guess that still could be. But, we're not going to get the Joaquin Phoenix Joker that we all thought we were going to be getting. And that is absolutely disappointing. That is so disappointing, it's not even funny. This is, in my opinion, one of the most embarrassing sequels I've ever seen in my entire life, honestly. They took a movie that is in my opinion, a presentable piece of writing. If somebody asked me, right now, what is your best example of following a psychopath for a 2-hour movie? I would point them to The Joker 1. It is a brilliant piece of cinema. It is absolutely incredible. The fact that this sequel just made that movie not fucking matter is absolutely ridiculous to me. Unbelievable. You're crapping on a masterpiece movie. You did an unnecessary sequel where you barely even leave the fucking location that you're in for most of the goddamn movie. And it's just not, it's not good. It's not good at all. I would say this movie is a 3 out of 10 at best, and I'm trying to be nice when I say that. I would give this a 3 out of 10, and the only reason I'm even giving this a 3 out of 10 is because Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, despite the scripts, their acting is good. And I think that deserves some points because they did carry the movie enough with their performances to where there was some level of intrigue. But the script, the writing, the premise, is awful. And I heard, and again, don't quote me on this, but I overheard recently that apparently the writer for this movie had to publicly apologize for how shit this is. So that's how you know this is an objectively bad movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you like it, it's objectively a bad movie at that point, when the writer has to apologize for how shit the movie is. This is one of those times where you can tell they were going to leave this alone. They were going to make Joker a standalone film, and then somebody came along and said, yeah, you know that multi-million-dollar movie that we had that did really great? I want to feel some of that cash in my pocket again. So let's create something that doesn't even fucking make sense, but let's just make it anyway and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And now you killed your first movie because of a shit sequel. So, great job, honestly. Great job. If you can't tell, that's sarcasm. And yeah, no, horrible, absolutely horrible. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. That's my thoughts on the Joker 2. Figured I'd get on here and pop on to let y'all know my opinions on this. I know some of y'all were wanting to hear my thoughts on this. That's my thoughts on Joker 2. Absolutely horrendous, absolutely horrible, and I hope that they never make a third movie again, honestly. They ruined it. So, let me know your thoughts, post your comments, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click to subscribe and so you don't miss any other videos for Dan's Reviews, more movie reviews. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.